Hello, welcome back to Fred in the Shed, and time to make another homebrew in the Pinter system. This time we're doing Stars and Stripes. It's an American Pale Ale, so a much lighter beer than I would normally brew. We'll crack the box open, we'll just have a quick look in the box for those of you that are interested, but I won't show you the whole process in this video because I keep repeating it, don't I, every time. So it'll be much reduced, and we'll get on to the important bit of tasting the beer at the end. But let's have a quick look in the box. If you're new to home brewing or you're new to the Pinter system, basically it just makes the whole thing so easy and quick to do, really. You buy these packed from Pinter, typically 15 to 18 pounds, and you get everything that you need in the box. First thing you're going to use is a purifier. This is a sterilising solution. You mix this with hot water, and then you have to sterilise all of the vessel, including the actual brewing dock that goes on the end. And that is really important with homebrew. It's probably the biggest mistake people make, is that they don't sterilise their equipment well enough, and that sours the taste of the beer and also wine. So each pack gives you just enough sterilising solution, saves you having to source that. And then you've just got your brewer's yeast, which we will put in at the start of the brew. And that's basically about it. The next one is the beer concentrate. Again, there's no sugar to add or weigh out or to make a mistake. It's very difficult to get this wrong, as long as you follow the instructions. On the box here, there is a little QR code. You just scan that with your phone. That then takes you through the whole process of each brew. It will also give you the brewing time, because they're slightly different for each beer. And basically it does it all for you guys. It's really so easy. You really have to be very unlucky to cock it. In just over the 5 days recommendation, it's 6.5 days of fermentation by the radiator. So I think now it's time to take off the brew dock and get it into the beer fridge. Here we go then, this is the test. If it's fermented, there should be a little bit of pressure in the barrel, so wish me luck. Oh, hope you heard that. There you go. And there it is. All of the yeast now coming up under its own pressure, so smell of it. Yeah, smells very beery. So yeah, that seems to have worked. No problem at all. So I just need to clean up the barrel now. Well, it's not too bad, this one. And then we can go ahead and put it into the beer fridge to mature. We can now go ahead and put on the end cap, just like that, and we can now attach the pour handle. There we go, just like that. That's now ready for the fridge. Here we go. The barrel fits lengthways into most fridges. This is a little beer fridge that I acquired. And there we go. That's now in the fridge. Close up the door. Here we are then, the moment of truth. And there's the barrel in my new sub-cold beer fridge, which is absolutely awesome. It's been in there just over a week. Going to be honest with you, we've already cracked into it. We got to the weekend and it's been so hot, thankfully, in the UK. Finally, we cracked into it. So I've already tasted it, but let me get it out and we'll pour some. Okay, here we go then. Now what I will say about this is it's a very lively beer. Do have to be quite careful, because you do get a very big head on this beer. I think as the barrel goes down, it will settle down a little bit, but thankfully there's a lot of control in the pouring handle. But you do have to let it settle, because I say first you just get a lot of head. very light coloured beer. Now I'm not normally into light beers, I prefer darker beers such as bitters and real ales and obviously Guinness. But it is a lighter beer, and Mrs. Fred even asked for a second glass of it, which was quite surprising because she's not really a beer drinker herself. So you can see the head problem. Look, I'm really struggling not to get too much head. So what I'm going to have to do is we're going to let that settle down and then I can top it up. And there we go. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it. So yeah, it is a very light beer. It's fairly clear. Sometimes these pinter beers don't go completely clear, but this one it's not too bad. So I'm going to do a little taste test, even though I have drunk it before, but off camera. Let me just have a slurp. So first thing that hits you, it's a very fresh, refreshing beer. I would call it a summer beer. It's not like lager. It's got more depth of flavour than, say, a lager, perhaps nearer to a pilsner. And Mrs. Fred, when she drank it, she said it reminded her of a honey beer, where we had a few cans of a local brew, where they blended honey into the beer. Not that it's sweet. Let me have a little bit more. Yeah. It's very, very fresh on the tongue. And then as it settles, there's a slight hoppy undertaste as well. It does have a tiny little bit of bite at the end, which it's more of a pilsner. But it's very nice. And I'm not really a light beer drinker, but for the summer, it's a very refreshing beer. Hence, we did drink a few pints of it at the weekend while we were doing the gardening. So yeah, there it is. And yeah, I quite like it. I think I do like this system because at the end of the day, you're only making 10 pints of beer. So even if you're not 100% keen on it, it's not much of a problem. So there we go. That's the latest. That's the latest brew. There's the old thumbs up from Fred in the Shed. If you can get a moment, just give us a thumbs up before you go. I'd appreciate that. And if you're into beer, well, look out for the next one, because I've already got my eye on another kit and I'll be ordering that real soon from Pinter. But as always, please look after each other, drink sensibly, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.